Hello! Before we dive into the main content of the course, I want to go through quickly from the start what you should expect from this course. So first and foremost, this course is not one of those courses that just goes over the theory. I will be going over the theory as well as showing you the practice, aka how to actually do that thing in the real world. There are so many courses out there that will say, to do this, you need to go onto this website, click that, and then do this, and then drag that across, and they don't even show you how to do it. So what happens is you only end up getting confused, and you're probably worse off after watching the course than when you watched it before. So in this course, what I'll be doing is going over the theory, and then showing you exactly how to do that thing in real time during this course. For example, instead of me just telling you how to buy an NFT, I will be buying an NFT myself in real time throughout this course. This is actually the NFT I buy, this little weird little guy right here. I actually put my own money on the line buying this stuff, and I'll show you what I look out for as well when it comes to buying NFTs. If you're interested in creating your own NFT, your own individual art piece, of course, I can go over the theory of that, but no, I'll also be showing you how you can do that from scratch too. This is actually the NFT which I create during the course, and what's good to know about that is that I sell this NFT during this course as well. So you can see the whole process from A to Z. I'll show you how to create a different style of NFT as well, maybe a little laid back bear in the sky, whatever it is you wish to achieve, I will show you how to do that in this course. Again, when it comes to buying NFTs, instead of me just saying, go here, click that and buy that, I will be showing you an NFT that I bought myself whilst recording this course. I actually bought the NFT for about 0.2 Ethereum, which is about $622. Again, what's good about buying an NFT if I don't actually sell that NFT? So yes, I also show you how I sell that NFT in the course, and I sell that exact same NFT that I bought for $600, and I sell it for over $6,000, all whilst making this course. I don't hide anything, I literally reveal the exact NFT, I show you how much I paid to mint it, I show you the actual transaction listing, like everything you need to see is included in this course. I worked really hard to make sure I give away as much value as possible, and I'm pretty confident there isn't any other course out there that shows you how to buy an NFT for 0.2 Ethereum and then sell it for 1.97, over $6,000, absolutely insane. I won't just be going over the basics of NFTs, I'll be showing you some really cool advanced softwares that you can use to determine how rare an NFT is. For example, you can see I have the listing up here for a collection called Bored Ape Yacht Club, and we can see this NFT in particular is rare and it's in the top 10% of the whole collection. And very conveniently, this one is color coded. So we can very easily see which NFTs are worth more than others and which ones we can pay more money for. For example, we have this one right here, this rare in the top 10%. Someone paid 140 ETH, which is absolutely insane, 433,000, which by the way, this is one of the biggest collections out there, so don't worry about the numbers. But then we have this one above, which isn't as rare, and someone paid more money, $773,000. So this person literally paid double than this person, yet this NFT is more rare. So using these tools will give you a really good advantage when it comes to knowing what NFTs to buy. I'm not just going to be stopping there, I'll also be showing you how you can trade NFTs as well, and I'll be walking you through my unique analysis strategy to determine when is the best time to buy an NFT and when is the best time to sell an NFT. We have two charts up here in front of us. Now, I don't want to go into too much detail as I'm going to cover this greatly later on in the course, but if you just look at the first part of this chart, this part right here, and then look at the same part of the chart below, which would be this part right here. These charts follow pretty much the same pattern, right? We've got a spike up, it comes down, it flatlines, it then increases right here, and then it drops. Look at the chart below. You have a spike up, it comes down, it then goes sideways, it increases, and then it drops again. A lot of these collections have the same patterns. I've been analyzing hundreds of different NFT projects, and I've started to spot the same pattern, especially in the early stages. If you can understand and identify these early patterns in collections, then you can do pretty well for yourself. So I'll be covering all of that in the course. I actually make a trade during this course just for some social proof, where you can see I actually bought this NFT right here for 0.21 Ethereum. You can see it was bought by me, which is why it says you. I then sold it on the same day for 0.384 Ethereum, which is about $500 minus fees. You're going to see all of that along with a breakdown of my thought process behind this trade later on as you progress through the sections. So you're probably wondering, well, Josh, why are you rushing ahead and telling us what we're going to cover in the course? Well, the reason being is because Udemy tend to ask students right at the beginning of courses to leave a review. And what was happening is because my course starts off with the basics of NFTs, people were leaving a review and saying, this course is very basic, I'd like to see more advanced stuff, I would like to see this put into practice. Well, my course was already doing all of that, but it just wasn't at the start of the course. So this video right here is to let you know that this course is jam-packed with value. There is so much in this course that I'm going to cover, so please do take that into consideration when it comes to leaving a review. I am constantly updating the course to include new materials and new videos all the time, and I am 100% determined to make this the best NFT course out there. So now that is out of the way, without further ado, let's get started.